Well, I think what you're finding in contemporary, in modern sport, that the staffs, the support structure is growing dramatically, and even at at Man United alone, I think we've had a huge sort of influx of staff over the years. I think it's how a sports scientist and psychologist can work together. Clearly, there has to be a framework set in place. I mean, the benefits of having I guess somebody from a psychological component looking at things is very important, because as sports scientists we focus more on the physiology rather than the psychology. So I think how that comes together is you've got different skill sets, and I think that's very important. But long term, I don't think there's a lot of what you would call hard and fast sports psychologists working in football as we speak, but I guess that over the next few years that's an area that will grow. I just think I think in terms of where the game's at, I think the coaches have typically taken on that role of the psychologist, and without being unkind to the psychological community, I don't feel that there's been a lot of great practitioners out there that have really sold the product. And I think psychology is perhaps at the phase that physiology and sports science was at maybe 10-15 years ago, in that I guess they're working to try and justify a role working within a team environment, but you've only got to look outside of football for that to see that the work that's going on in different sports, i.e. cycling and so on and so forth. At some stage there will be room for the psychologist and the fitness coaches and the sports scientists to come together. Yeah, I mean, I guess we were fighting 15 years ago to try and justify why a football club needs a sports scientist or a fitness coach, and then of course that umbrella of what a sports scientist is really is you've got the biomechanist, you've got the physiologist, and of course you've got the psychologist as well. So there will be a time. It's just about getting the right people in on the boat, and again delivering a service that's going to sort of be beneficial for all.